So as you know, lately the Middle East has been chaotic as hell. Like there's been attacks everywhere from Iraqi-backed militia, Iranian-backed militia, Hezbollah militants, the Houthis in Yemen, and now we got the United States and the UK that have been striking back. Now the United States did strike back today. That's what this video is. They hit in Iraq, they hit in Syria, and this was in retaliation from strikes that was happening on our bases in Syria and Iraq. Anyways, listen to this. This sounds wild. Here's another shot. Here's another view as well. We also have two announcements that 1,500 troops in New Jersey is going to be getting sent out to the Middle East, and that some troops, hundreds of troops in Massachusetts is going to be getting sent out. So here's the one about New Jersey.
In Trenton, the 44th Infantry Brigade Combat Team is now activated to carry out missions in Iraq and Syria, and the soldiers are ready to start the year-long mission.
I'm a husband and father of four, and this is my fifth deployment to the Middle East. Fourth as a New Jersey Army.
Right, doesn't something feel off? Now, here's the one about Massachusetts.
Hundreds of Massachusetts Army National Guard members being deployed to the Middle East stood in front of their families and friends in Worcester for a special send-off ceremony.
Western Mass News reporter Matt Price was there and has the story.
An emotional morning for hundreds as men and women from the 1st Battalion, 181st Infantry Regiment of the Massachusetts Army National Guard were formally sent off for deployment to the Middle East. Western Mass News attended Tuesday's ceremony at the DCU Center in Worcester and spoke with some soldiers before they start their mission.
I feel very ready. We're ready to go. Hoping that nothing goes wrong, that I can bring back my men in one piece and to their families.
All of the Guard members are joining the Combined Joint Task Force, Operation Inherent Resolve. Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll.
We know the United States likes to slowly escalate their way into things, and we know the big target is Iran. Full-blown war in the Middle East is starting. Now we got to talk about Yemen and the US and UK, so let's get to that.
After the recent successful Yemeni army operation targeting the American military ship Ocean Jazz in the Gulf of Aden, the US and UK conducted a new series of airstrikes targeting 8 positions in the capital Sana'a. Despite the Yemeni attack on the US ship, the US military denies it, asserting continuous communication with the Ocean Jazz throughout its journey.
The naval forces of the Yemeni army carried out a military operation targeting an American military cargo ship, Ocean Jazz, in the Gulf of Aden using appropriate naval missiles. The Yemeni armed forces affirmed that retaliation against American and British attacks is inevitable and any new aggression will not go unpunished.
Military experts believe that the fresh airstrikes against Yemen contradict US claims that the Yemeni attack is false.
Now, after the strikes that the United States did today, there is a big calling that the Islamic resistance will start their second phase against the United States and Israel. This means that the Hezbollah, the Houthis, Iran, and more of the terrorist groups that's rocking with these guys will cause havoc on U.S. bases, on U.S. troops, on Israel. Basically, this is about to escalate bad. The United States has been quiet on Iran, but they did accuse Iran of arming up and directing these attacks, so that is getting us closer to doing something about Iran as well. There's the one also about our troops getting deployed out to the Middle East. We have the doomsday clock that's 90 seconds to midnight, meaning that we're still at the highest tensions that we have ever been in history. We have never been this close to any kind of apocalyptic event, and this is the lowest number that we've ever had, so the message is, we're in a dangerous world. We have North Korea that launched about 7 cruise missiles in this area of the Yellow Sea, which pushed South Korea on high alert. They also blew up the reunification arc, which means they're pretty much set on going to war with South Korea. There's no more unified North Korea and South Korea, there's just war. This is coming as North Korea is saying that Russia's teaming up with them to unify against the United States. Seems like everybody wants to go to war with us, huh? Here's the one about the cruise missiles being fired into the sea. We also have Russia developing a nuclear explosion simulator, and this is to train their nuclear ground forces for combat operations involving atomic weapons. Yeah, wild times. Anyways, I got a live coming next.